Do you ever feel like you're losing control? But no matter how hard you try to make a difference, nothing changes. That no matter how hard you try to keep relationships afloat, everyone leaves. That no matter how entertaining or funny you are, no one cares. Again and again, everything you try fails. And it's all because of one problem you just can't get rid of. The same annoying, stupid, persistent parasite that just won't leave you alone. Well, you're not the only one who feels this way. Roll the intro! Internet, welcome to SMG4 Theory, the show where we are 100% not in danger of being replaced by a corporate entity. I am your host, TNC. And after almost a full year since WOTFI 2023, Marty has finally returned in the SMG4 series and looks better than ever.
Hello, Mario.
In his latest appearance, Marty reveals his bitter hatred for Mario, vowing his revenge on him and the SMG4 crew after Mario betrayed their friendship in a favor of a plate of spaghetti.
Spaghetti, 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 spaghetti!
This left Marty to rot in a jail cell for a year, alone, unable to move, seemingly stuck in that box indefinitely because his only friend ditched him for spaghetti. But he wasn't stuck forever. No. He was saved. Marty was saved and given extra upgrades to boot. But now, the question is, who saved Marty from this twisted fate? Well, considering the circumstances of needing the required tech skills to provide the rocket power wheelchair and voice box, as well as having a shared disdain over Mario, it's only logical for the culprit to be the one, the only Mr. Puzzles. Thank you, you're all too kind. To prove Mr. Puzzles as the only possible candidate to have saved Marty, let's first talk about his tech skills. Mr. Puzzles has been shown to be especially skilled in creating extremely advanced devices that would be sure to win second place at the school science fair. Stupid baking soda volcano, taking away what's rightfully mine! His technological prowess was initially demonstrated within It's Gotta Be Perfect. Mr. Puzzles creating the malware advert that gave SMG4 the demon keyboard, forcing him into his golden cave to grind on the perfect video. Later, during Western Spaghetti, Mr. Puzzles was heavily implied to have built the digital world that Ren used to imprison SMG4 and the crew. This new reality was crafted so thoroughly and close to life that even the cast was incapable of realizing that they weren't in the real world. Mr. Puzzles, having built an invention of such great magnitude, fully puts into perspective of how much of a tech whiz he is. If you're somehow not convinced he's got what it takes, just look at his design. On a whim, Mr. Puzzles can morph his body to whatever he desires, such as when he makes large speakers protrude from his body. And just look at his head, it's TV! Now that that I've proven to you that Mr. Puzzles is the only character to have the technological skills to actually help Marty escape, it's time to move on to his motives for doing so. Like Marty, Mr. Puzzles despises the SMG4 crew, and especially Mario. Mario has been the main cause for Mr. Puzzles' mental breakdowns as of late, with the most recent occurrences being Mario averting Meggy out of her leggy state, and Mario becoming friends with Pedro, leaving Mr. Puzzles in the dust. But Mario ruining things for this handsome devil is nothing new. With as far back as Mr. Puzzles' incredible game show Spectacular, Mario ruined Mr. Puzzles' show by destroying the set and being uncooperative, leading to Mr. Puzzles freaking out over his show ratings and Mario's escape. Mario's escape was the catalyst to the eventual downfall of Mr. Puzzles within the Puzzlevision movie, as it led to the set events where Mario could destroy Mr. Puzzles' set to give enough time for the rest of the SMG4 crew to escape. Mario's actions stripped Mr. Puzzles of his 5 stars and crushed his dream for creative control, leading to his hatred for him to boil as shown as of now.
You somehow continue to come up with unique and creative ways to ruin my life! I will get you, Mario! I'll get all of you!
So how exactly will he get Mario? Well, he'll do what he's best known for, and that, of course, running a show. Not just any show, however. No, he'll be the direct host for an annual event of such great proportion that it is sure to grab the attention of all citizens across the Mushroom Kingdom and finally give him the recognition he's been dying for. Ooh, I'm so excited! Okay, enough of the urging. I'm here to say that Mr. Puzzles will be running as the host for WOTFI 2024. In the recent community post made by SMG4, a letter containing a ticket for a new carnival attraction is shown in the hands of SMG4 himself. Reading the ticket closely shows a link to the website for WOTFI 2024. Keep this letter in mind. Opening up the webpage for WOTFI 2024, it is revealed that the theme of the next WOTFI is going to be carnival based. And this info is crucial in proving the point of Mr. Puzzles being the host of WOTFI. Okay, let me explain. When closely analysing what the community post for the invitation said, it is obviously trying to point us observant theorists in a certain direction. Who the heck sends letters these days? Well, I sure know one guy who is obsessed with sending letters. In both Western Spaghetti and the previous WOTFI, Mr. Puzzles sent letters stamped with his insignia to both Ren and Marty, leading to them becoming the antagonists of their respective movies. So the letter alone already gives credibility to it being Mr. Puzzles. But for further proof, Mr. Puzzles also has the look of a circus ringmaster. His gloves, long button-up jacket, blank pants, bowler cap, and even down to his bow tie. Mr. Puzzles just simply looks like he would run a circus. And sorry to interrupt, but can I just mention that we literally mentioned this in our first theory? It's insane that standing point applies even better now than it did then. Oh, and to quickly disprove anyone saying that SMG4 will be the showrunner, it was explicitly shown in the community post that SMG4 received the letter, and we've learned in the past to take the community posts 100% seriously. So no, he's not going to be the host. And the final nail in the coffin for Mr. Puzzles being the host is the fact the old Puzzlevision website was actually transformed into this one. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say. I mean, that website was used to show Mr. Puzzles' shows, so it only stands to reason that Mr. Puzzles would put his newest show on there, and means that he's the host of the next WOTFI. And, as already mentioned earlier, Mr. Puzzles broke Marty out of prison in order to get his help for revenge against Mario. Therefore, he would take the role of a secondary antagonist. He could possibly even participate in some of the challenges to act as a rival to the cast, while Mr. Puzzles runs the carnival. Now that we've established Mr. Puzzles and Marty as working against the cast as the showrunners, what is their exact plan for revenge? Well, I have one theory. A theory that is so insane, so crazy, so unfathomable, that you could never believe the words that are about to leave my mouth. That is, unless you read the title of this theory, then you would know exactly what I'm about to suggest. That's right, theorists. I believe that Mr. Puzzles and Marty's ultimate plan for revenge is for them to replace Mario as the avatar of the universe. For those who don't know what the avatar of the universe means, I'd recommend you check out our theory on the cosmology lore. But for a quick explanation, here you are. The avatar of the universe basically serves as the connective glue that keeps the universe intact. When the glue is severed, or in this case killed, the entire universe comes down grumbling with it. Mario is the current avatar of the SMG4 universe, with characters such as SMG3 and 4 being sent to ensure that Mario stays safe and that the universe doesn't go full emo and implode on itself. Now you may be asking, why on earth would Mr. Puzzles and Marty try to replace Mario as the avatar of the universe, and how exactly would they pull it off? To put it plain and simple terms, it's to game end him. Oh, I would never. Okay, I may have considered it once or twice, but can you really blame me? If Mr. Puzzles and Marty were to try and kill off Mario now, they would also be doomed to a horrible fate, and couldn't revel in the silence his death brings. However, if they were able to manage to replace Mario with, say, another fat Italian like Marty, they could finally put an end to their greatest annoyance and gain the popularity and morality they believe they deserve. And just to give more merit to this theory, let's take a quick look at our buddy Pedro, a fat Italian made just to replace Mario in an act of revenge by Mr. Puzzles. Now why does this sound familiar? That's right, Pedro was just a test run to see if he could replace Mario with someone else of similar qualities. Now this test obviously failed, but Pedro was a creation of Mr. Puzzles, meaning that it could never properly replace Mario, while you have someone like Marty, who was directly created by Mario himself. Marty is the perfect candidate for a replacement of Mario for many reasons. To begin, as already stated, Marty was brought to life by Mario, which means they are somewhat linked, be it by soul, interests, or the creation of Marty could have even led to Mario sharing a part of his avatar heritage into Marty. If Marty were to have become a part of this long line of avatar heritage established in the SMG4 Theory Mario is Dead episode,
This means Mario is a part of a long heritage of fat red Italian plumbers that go wahoo! He's just like the Avatar.
This means much like the line of Mario's before him, he would be a viable replacement and could take over Mario's role of the Avatar. Mario and Marty being linked closer than we thought has actually been present in the SMG4 show ever since Marty's introductory episode of Mario is Fine. In this episode, Mario is locked inside of a float therapy box, and when dreaming of ways not to run his own pizzeria, he imagines there being two Marios in his dream, and then getting the idea for Marty. This is extremely important, because it shows that there have already been a precedent for Marty replacing Mario in the past, just in a smaller role. And Mario viewing Marty as essentially another version of him also shows that he believes that they must be closely connected. So, to summarize this theory, Mr. Puzzles helped Marty to escape prison, giving him the advancements of the voice box and the wheelchair, so that they could enact their revenge on Mario and the crew. They decided to trial Pedro as a replacement for Mario as the avatar of the universe. However, their plan completely failed when Mario befriended him. In a last-ditch effort, the duo decided to set up a WOTFI in order to mask fun challenges as a way to secretly integrate Marty in the role of the Avatar, using the fact that he is linked spiritually to Mario to ensure that he works as the next Avatar of the universe, so that they can finally kill Mario once and for all. But hey, that's just a theory. An SMG4 theory. Thanks for watching. No, that's my line, you son of a bitch.